Hi friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda. I am so happy you stopped by today. And if you're returning, welcome back. You know I love you. Today I'm participating in the Flipping for Fall collaboration that I do every month with my sweet friends. I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I'm going to use these pages that came out of this calendar from 2022. This sign from the Dollar Tree, my Waverly chalk paint in the color Elephant, and my Mod Podge. This is what I'm starting out with. So I start out with removing that metal piece on the front. That's using my hot glue gun there. And then, not glue gun, heat gun, oh my gosh. Then I removed the hanger. And I started to remove the front paper, just the stuff that was loose. And then instead I took my spray bottle, sprayed it all down with water, and then put some paper towels over it, let it sit, and then scraped it off with my Cricut scraper. And then once it was all cleared off, I painted it with my Elephant. I painted front and back because this is going to be a reversible sign. And then I'm taking my calendar pages and I am just trimming around the jar, and I'm trimming all around all of the leaves, and then on the other picture I trimmed around all the flowers, just getting all that excess calendar page off. And then after I had that all done, I am taking some Cashew and chalk paint by Waverly, and I'm just doing some dry brushing on one side, and then I use my Celery chalk paint by Waverly on the other side. And the reason why I painted this gray is because if you paint a light color, you can see through those calendar pages. You can see the backside, which is the calendar part. So that's why I chose to do the darker color. After all the painting was dry, I went over with my Mod Podge, and I'm just covering the whole front of it. That way it just gives it all the same kind of surface. And then I am adding my cutout here. And then I'm just adding some Mod Podge on the little areas that I missed or that didn't seem to be sticking. I did let it dry for a few minutes, and then I went over it with some more Mod Podge. I probably should have let it dry a little longer because it did start wrinkling up on me. And then I realized, oh my goodness, why didn't I try my new method with my little iron or heat press? So I do that on the other side, and I'll show that in a minute. So once I had that all on and it was dry, I took some burlap and I just glued it to the top, and then I just took one of these picks. I believe I got this at Walmart last year, and I'm just cutting off some of the greenery and some of the berries and hot gluing them right on the top here. And after I did this, I thought, oh, this was probably not a good idea, but I guess either way, it makes it hard when I was doing the other side. But anyways, here I'm just coloring in some of that berry where the red pulled off and I just colored it in with my red marker. And then I just took some of this berry pick that I got from, I think this one was actually from Hobby Lobby, but you can get it from Dollar Tree, and I hot glued it all the way around that side. Now here is where I put my Mod Podge on, I let it dry, and then I added my cutout. I added some wax or parchment paper over it, and then I'm using my little heat press there to initiate that glue so that the picture sticks on. And then I'm just covering it with some more Mod Podge, and then I'm just going to do the same thing, put the parchment paper back on, use my heat there to set it, and then it is done. I love this new method. It wrinkles just a tad, but not very bad. Then I'm taking one of these new pumpkins. I just got these at Dollar Tree. I just thought the color was really pretty. I'm taking my little X-Acto knife here, and I'm just cutting it half. You can kind of see where the seam is, where they put it together, which made it really easy for cutting. But there was kind of like a toothpick in the middle too. So if you try this, just be aware that there was a little toothpick inside of it. After that, I took my super glue here, put it on the back of this metal piece, and then my hot glue, and I'm just putting it right back in place on the side for fall. After that, I took some of this heather pick I just recently got at Walmart. It was 97 cents. I thought it was really pretty. I really liked it. And I'm going to take 2 pieces of that and I'm going to hot glue them right onto the top here. Trying not to go too high because since this is reversible, I didn't want you to be able to see it on the other side. So I'm just hot gluing those in place. Then I'm going to hot glue that pumpkin on the end there. Now you want to be careful not to use too much hot glue because it will melt the styrofoam. And then after that, I did go around the whole mason jar and hot glued some of this jute rope from Walmart. Then I took some more jute string that I got from Dollar Tree. I wrapped it around my hand about 10 times. I'm just making a bow, and then I take the ends, wrap one end one way, the other end the other way, tie a knot. And then I am going to hot glue it right underneath that pumpkin. There was kind of a little gap between the pumpkin and the floral there, so I wanted to cover that up. And then I just added a jute twine hanger, and that's all there was. There's the fall side. I love the way this came out. And then I will show you again the Christmas side. And yeah, you have to let me know what you think about this. I just love that one too. Oh, I think it's really pretty. You have to let me know what you think about it as well. Okay, so today's playlist or challenge is called Flipping for Fall. It is hosted by my good friend Shantell with Crafty Hints and co-hosted by myself and my other good friend Amanda with 6 Kids and a Glue Gun. Every month we get together and host some fun challenges. This month is flipping, which means reversing or doing reversible DIY. So make sure you check out their channels and the playlist. I'll have links for all in my description box below. And here's DIYs number 2. So for this DIY, I took this sign I just recently got at Hobby Lobby. It was 75% off. And I thought I can get that America sign off, or lettering off there, and use it. And then I'm using this Harvest Wishes sign from Dollar Tree from last year. This paper from Hobby Lobby. This sign I got last year for 75% off after Christmas. And then this paper came from this paper pack from Hobby Lobby that I got last year or the year before. I can't remember when it was on sale. And then my Crimson Waverly chalk paint. I'm going to use this new color called Pink Cloud, and then my Celery. And then I love this Worn Penny Metallics paint. So I'm going to start off by trying to remove this. Now you guys, Hobby Lobby's glue is much better than Dollar Tree's glue because this was not fun taking off. I kept heating it up and trying to use my Cricut spatula. Now I might have needed to be a little more patient and heated it a little longer, but I didn't. And it started ripping off the top part of this board. So I spent over an hour peeling off the top part of the board. I don't know why I did that to myself. I should have figured out something else to do. But once I had it all done, I just took both papers and I traced out the circle, and then I am just going to cut both papers down. Once I have this done, I am going to put it on my wood round, and I'm just going to trace that paper because I wanted to know exactly where I needed to paint. I knew I didn't need to paint the whole board. So I just took on one side, this is the fall side, my Celery chalk paint, and I'm going to paint just around that border there. And you can see all the marks on my board from where I was peeling off that top part. I figured, you know, paper's going to cover it. You're not going to know. And then I did the other side with the crimson red. And now I'm just using some glue stick, one of my glue sticks, to adhere the paper onto my board. And I just do this side, and then I do the same thing on the fall side. This is Christmas, in case you couldn't tell. I was going to put Mod Podge on this, but I forgot to put Mod Podge over it. But so I think it will still be okay. Then I took some of my spackling and I covered the holes, the hanger holes on this Harvest Wishes sign. And then I took my crimson chalk paint and I am just painting just kind of all over. And then I'm adding my pink cloud on top of it and just trying to mix it all together. I just kind of wanted to give it a little different hue. And I really love the way this was looking. It's really a pretty color. And then after this, I took some of that worn penny and I added it too. And I love this because it kind of gives it a little shimmery look. And I don't know, I just love the way it came out. It looks very fall colorish, I guess you could say. So once I had that all done, I took my celery and I painted the rest of the sign with that celery color. And then after that, I am going to use my white metallic marker from Dollar Tree, and I'm just making stitch lines and dots. So I'll make a stitch line and a dot, a stitch line and a dot, all the way around these words. And if you've noticed, I used a gold metallic pen from Dollar Tree to color in the veins of that leaf. Then I took some of this ribbon. I got this off of Amazon. I think it's in my Amazon store. I'll check. And it comes with a package of different kinds of burlap ribbons, and I just went around the fall side with it. Then I took my wood glue here, and I'm going to take some hot glue and put it all around this back of the sign, and I'm going to add this to the front of my wood sign here. After that, I'm going to use super glue and a little bit of hot glue, and I'm going to do the same thing with my Joy sign. I'm going to just put it on the board or the wood round. Now, I did not put anything over those holes or any spackling because I knew I wasn't going to paint it, but I do fill it with some greenery towards the end. Then I took some of this jute ribbon, or burlap ribbon, I guess is what it is, and I'm going around the Christmas side with it. And I go all the way around, hot gluing it on. And then I'm taking some rope from Dollar Tree, and I am just going to go all the way around the outside part of this wood round. If you're new here, I just want to say welcome. My name is Brenda. I am so glad that you stopped by today. If you like home decor on a budget, holiday decor, thrift flips, gift ideas, then I would invite you to hit that subscribe button and become part of our YouTube family. And then let me know in the comment box that you're new here. I love to get to know you. And if you hit that notification bell and hit all, then you will be notified whenever I upload a video. My normal upload times are Monday at 5 o'clock Central, but I do participate often during the week in different challenges and playlists. So if you hit that notification bell, it will let you know when those times are. And then if you guys who are all watching like today's video, please make sure to give me that thumbs up and comment, because that gives YouTube heads up that you like my video, and it will push it out there for more people to see and help my channel grow. So once I had this all done, I took a piece of this rope, cut it off, and then I'm going to use it as a hanger, and I am just going to hot glue it on top of that rope. Now, my intention was to not cut off the rope and just make a hanger, and I forgot. So I just cut another piece and just hot glued it on top, and there's my hanger. And then I just added some different greeneries on both sides, and there's the fall side. I love this. You have to let me know what you think about this. And I will have, and then there's the Christmas side. I will have in my description box, for those of you who are new, I always list the items that I used and where I got them from. So if you're wanting to know where I got the greenery from and stuff, it'll be in there. Okay, it's time for celebration of your recreation. So Debbie, she did an amazing job. She started on her fall projects, and then she made this adorable mermaid wreath for her granddaughter's birthday party. I just loved it. And Jane, adorable little projects you made. I love them all. That little snowman sign is so cute. And then cute Opal Jane, she's been at it again, and I just think her little things are adorable. If you have something you would like me to share, then make sure you send it to me in my email address, which is there on the screen and in my description box, or you can send it to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. Okay, so here's DIY number 3. So for this DIY, I'm using this stencil from Chakator called Autumn. I couldn't read that. This one is Sparkle and Shine. And then this new little house kit. And it was, oh, I'm sorry. I'll have it in the description box. And then I use my chalk paste in the color Shimmer Crimson and the new one Forest, Shadow Shimmer, and Sunset Drive. And then we have the Shimmer Rose Gold, and I'm sorry I put that other one down too quick. I think it's Couture Coral. I started off by using some of my surface wax, and I'm going over the front and the back of this sign with my surface wax. Now this is not chalkboard, so it is permanent once you put it on there. I am going to remove these little hangers with my screw. You just kind of have to use the screwdriver to get it started, and then you can twist it off. And I'm switching out that brown board for the white one here. And then once I have this on, I am going to fuzz my transfer. Now, if you're not familiar with Chalk Couture, it is an adhesive transfer. And the reason why we fuzz it is so that it's not so sticky that when you try to pull it up, it stretches your transfer or pulls up any paint. So once I had it fuzzed, which I did about 4 times, and I'm just adding it to the one side of the sign, I'm using my Shimmer Rose Gold, and I'm covering the Autumn and Beautiful with it. And then I'm going to use the Shimmer Shadow with over all the rest of the words. And then you'll see I'm going to use 3 different colors on the leaves to kind of give it a special effect. But once I get all the words colored in here, I'm going to pull the top part off and then lay it down gently. That way the paste doesn't dry on my stencil. Because if it dries and when you go to pull it up, it pulls it up and then you don't have a very good looking image there. So I'm using my Shimmer Rose Gold here, and I'm just adding some spots everywhere. And then I'm taking my other 2 colors there and I'm doing the same thing. And then I'm going to take one of my squeegees there and mix them all together. And I really love the way these came out. It just gives you just a hint of different colors, and I just think that they are really beautiful. And then once I'm done with that, I will reveal it, and then I will go wash it off, and I will work on the other side. So if you are interested in trying Chalk Couture, I know a lot of you say you can't afford it. And that's okay. But if you are interested in it, we do have a Chalk Couture club that you can order, or every month there's a monthly fee, and every month you get an 8x10 transfer and 3 coordinating pastes. Now, I've misspoken in the past. I didn't realize. I always thought that there was a squeegee that came with it, but there wasn't. But they are changing that come August. They are going, which is now, they're going to start sending a mini squeegee with the packet on the first order, or the first time you get it. But the price is going up from $19.99 a month to $21.99, but it's still a good deal. And you get, every month you get an exclusive transfer that's not available to anybody else, just those that are part of the club and designers. So if you're interested, let me know, or you can go to my my site. I have a link to it in my description box, and you can read all about it there as well. There was something else I was going to say about it. I don't know. Oh, you do have to sign up for at least 3 months before you can cancel. So, but it is a great way to get started with trying it out. I became a designer before I even tried it, you guys, because it just intrigued me so much. And I really love it because it is so much easier. I have a harder time with regular stencils bleeding. And this one, you know, the nice thing about this, most of the time you're using a chalkboard surface. And so you can just wash it off if you mess up and start over, which I really like. So you can see there some of my green. I think I had some of the wax wasn't dry all the way and didn't really cover. So I'm just using my multi-tool to add a little more, just to kind of cover it in. So once it was all dry, I just took some of this ribbon. I got this spring from Dollar Tree, and I'm making a little bow. I'm going to add it to the Christmas side and add some extra greenery. And then I just made another little bow for the other side. And I only did a bow because the other side has more words on it, and it filled up more of the sign. There wasn't a whole lot of space, and I didn't want you to be able to see fall decor from the Christmas side. So I just did the little bow there, and I really love the way this came out too. So again, if you have any questions or interest in it, you can check out my link, or you can always email me. I'd be happy to answer any questions. And there it is, I really love, even my husband just loved how this came out, but he loves anything sparkly. Okay, here is the final reveal of all my items. This is the fall side first, and then you'll see the Christmas side. You have to let me know in the comment box below which one was your favorite, and again, make sure if you have any pictures you'd like me to share, make sure you send them to me. And then if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and become part of our YouTube family, and let me know that you're new here, and then make sure you guys give me that thumbs up and comment. And with all that being said, I can't believe it's August 1st already, you guys, and I cannot believe that we are doing fall. But I'm excited because I love fall and I love Christmas, so I'm excited to do some more projects for you guys. So with all that being said, you guys, I will be back on the 5th with another video. So until then, have a blessed week, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.